6 morning mistakes that affect your metabolism. Your metabolism is made up of a group of chemical processes whose function it is to transform nutrients from food into energy for each of your body's systems. It regulates the levels of glucose in your blood, which in turn is responsible for controlling your weight and maintaining heart health. Metabolism will vary from person to person, and is affected by age, gender, habits, and various aspects of your health. However, most people try to keep it active. After all, when metabolism slows down, there's a higher risk of becoming overweight and developing certain disorders. Unfortunately, some people still ignore the processes that can influence their metabolism, and in spite of their best efforts they find that they still can't lose weight or improve their overall health. For that reason, it's essential to recognize what those practices are and how to correct them so you don't wind up having any complications. Because so many people might ignore them, we want to share 6 of the morning mistakes you may make that affect your metabolism. Waking up too early. It's true that getting up early can have lots of benefits, such as having more time for breakfast or exercise. But if it means you're cutting back on the amount of sleep you get at night, it can lead to the development of metabolism problems and becoming overweight. Getting less than 7 hours of sleep a day activates hunger and stress hormones, which cause you to build up fat. To avoid this consequence, however, it's best to respect a healthy sleep schedule and get at least 7 to 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep a night. Not drinking enough water. Drinking plenty of water in the morning is a good habit that stimulates the function of your metabolism throughout the day. Your body performs a lot of functions while you're asleep. When you wake up, you can sometimes be dehydrated. Because of this, it's essential to drink plenty of liquids in the morning, whether it be water or other healthy beverages. If you want to give yourself some bonus nutrients, start your day with warm water and lemon juice. Eating an unhealthy breakfast or skipping it altogether. Remember, breakfast is one of the most important meals when it comes to healthy metabolic function. Although some people might skip it to save calories, it's been made clear by now that this meal is one of your body's main sources of energy. It's essential that you eat high-quality foods and incorporate plenty of sources of protein, complex carbohydrates, fiber, antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, fatty acids. You should also avoid any refined foods, sugar, and saturated fats at this time of day. Eating breakfast too late. Continuing with the breakfast theme, you should remember that when you eat breakfast also influences how much it can benefit your metabolism. To avoid the excessive production of hunger hormones, it's a good idea to eat a healthy breakfast within an hour of getting up. Waiting longer than that can reduce your body's ability to burn calories and transform fats and sugars into energy. Drinking unhealthy coffee beverages. There's no denying that coffee is one of the most popular beverages for the morning. After all, It adds energy and helps you shake off that sleepy sensation in the early hours of the day. In spite of these benefits, it can affect your metabolism in a negative way, especially when you choose beverages that aren't so healthy. Coffee with added sugar, syrups, or whipped cream is always a bad idea. The best way to drink coffee is black, without anything added to it. Stress on the way to work. Running short on time, traffic, and getting a bad night's sleep can cause you to feel angry or stressed before you even get to work. Your levels of cortisol go up and can cause stress that lasts all day. What you might not know is that this emotional state actually interferes with your metabolism and can cause you to gain weight. When stress is not controlled, it prevents your muscles from helping to break down fats, which means they build up more easily. This is why it's important to practice relaxation techniques and find alternate ways to avoid the situations that cause it. Do you make any of these morning mistakes? If so, and even if you don't, make sure to avoid them before they interfere with your metabolic function. Keep in mind that while they might seem harmless at first, over time they have an impact that you'll notice both in your weight and your overall well-being.